I'm going to talk about workers because in this country, we don't appreciate the dignity of work enough. Workers aren't seeing pay increases. Management's making more and more money. Corporate profits are up. Workers are more and more productive. They're not getting paid what they should. And until the labor movement gets stronger again, companies continue to keep wages continue to be flat. I mean, it's clear that workers in this country don't get the respect they should get, whether they work in a factory, whether they punch a clock, whether they work construction, whether they work in a hospital, whether they work in an office. People aren't paid what they've earned, and it's time that we do something about it better than we have.
Now this fall, education is going to be on the ballot. Health care is going to be on the ballot. Infrastructure is going to be on the ballot. It's not going to say education or health care or infrastructure. It's going to say Rich Cordray and Benny Sutton and Sherry Brown and Janet Garrett and Sharon Sweda and all of these people that you see before you. They're going to represent you for those vital interests for the working people of Ohio. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend is a great reminder that who built Ohio? Working people build Ohio. And I've always stood on their side against some of the powerful financial interests in our society, whether it's Wall Street or big corporate interests. And my opponent, Mike DeWine, has always stood for the special interests. He's always stood up for them through a 42-year career in politics, and it's time for a change. I want to talk about what it means to stand up for Ohio. What's always motivated me is seeing people who are treated unfairly and their voice isn't heard, and making sure we get them a fair shake and stand on their side. That's what I'll do as governor. That's what I did when I saw people losing their homes around the state, and we worked to save their homes, fought the predatory lenders. We fought against Wall Street when they were abusing our pension system to get money back for taxpayers and retirees. And that's what I'll do as governor as well.
Let me tell you what's at stake this year in this election. First of all, there is corruption at stake. And whether you're a Democrat or Independent or Republican, you want clean government. You want government where we're not being taken advantage of. And that charter school mess, they stole $186 million from you and me by inflating their attendance figures, and Mike DeWine slept on the job for the last 8 years and didn't do a thing about it. And that was because he got campaign contributions from the big players, and he looked the other way. There's no other way to explain it. And we need to clean that up. And I said the other day, we need to take a broom and sweep the State House clean. And my running mate, Betty Sutton, said, maybe Rich, maybe a power washer. So we'll figure out the right tool, but we will clean that up, and we will give us back honest government that's consistent with our values. And we're also seeing the corruption and the convictions and the plea deals in Washington, D.C. We deserve better, don't we?
So, if you find those 5 people, and especially if you get young people to vote, you know what's going to happen? These young people, when instead of 1 out of 5 of these young people voting, if 2 or 2.5 or 3 out of 5 vote, you know, there may be students at LC, they might be somebody in a carpenter apprenticeship program, there might be somebody working at McDonald's, there might be somebody that's in Columbus at Ohio State. You get those 5 people, you get them to vote. The day after the election, you call them up and you say, see, you elected Cordray, you re-elected Brown, you elected Garrett, you elected Harbaugh, you elected Supreme Court. You do that. You know what else is going to happen? These 20-year-olds and 25 and 30-year-olds are going to say, oh my God, my vote matters. Then you know who's next? Who's next is the presidential race, and we'll take this country in a whole new direction. Thank you very much.
All right, and Sharon told me to tell this story, so I'm going to do it. So as we're walking through the streets of Kiev, Ukraine for the presidential inaugural, and every nation was lined up in alphabetical order. Albania, Australia, and we had Sweden in front of us, and Serbia. And then it got to you, United States of America. And when we came around the corner, Vice President Biden, Senator McCain, myself, the Ukrainian people burst into applause, and as loud as they could yell, thousands upon thousands of people, even bigger than the audience here today, said, "America, America, America." I started to cry. I thought, this is what we fight for. We fight for freedom in every form. Freedom for people to live, to have a democratic constitution, to not become bankrupt because somebody in their family gets sick, to have a decent wage undergirded by the National Labor Relations Act, to have a pension you can depend on. Democrats invented those programs, and this year we must stand up. Thank you for being here today. God bless you.